This is a free sample of the book.
Your Parents Were Wrong, Debunking and Replacing Outdated Advice
By Cairo Copeland. Available on Amazon, Audible, and reinventideal.com.
Chapter 10. You Don't Need to Relax. Parents say, "Don't work so hard. You ought to ease up. You need to relax." Reality says, "You're not missing out on anything, so you may as well work hard." Speaking of the overtime deal, during the initial outbreak of the 2020 pandemic, Fidelity was on fire. Not literally, as I would have liked it to be, but the phone lines were clogged with callers panicking and worrying themselves to death because the stock market and bond markets were taking massive shits to the downside. During that time, I worked 98 hours a week. That's 14 hours a day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I made bank. But also during that time, people at and outside of work kept telling me, "You're always working, Cairo. Why don't you ease up? You ought to relax. You need to do some self-care." Those people are still in the corporate meat grinder, suffering a life sentence that will last them until at least age 68. But me, I'm already retired at age 36 and enjoying every second of my life. I sleep in as late as I want on the best memory foam mattress available. I'm also a 5-minute walk away from a nature park and a beach along the Atlantic Ocean. I don't give a goddamn worry in the world about meeting any of my bills, present or future, and never worry about where my next meal is coming from. Now that's what I call self-care. None of this is to brag or toot my own horn, but rather to give you encouragement and optimism that this is possible for you too. One of the many things that holds most people back, and could be holding you back too, is listening to other people that tell you that you really ought to slow down. Quite often, they see you getting ahead and that reminds them of their own laziness. It's crabs in a bucket. They are too lazy to work hard for their own early escape from the corporate meat grinder and don't want you leaving them behind in it alone. At its core, the desire for early retirement is a deeply personal and often deeply misunderstood pursuit. For some, it's a quest for freedom from the daily grind, a chance to reclaim their time and pursue their passions without the constraints of a 9-to-5 job. For others, it's a means of achieving financial security and stability, a hedge against the uncertainties of the future. For me, it was a chance to never suffer a stressful situation ever again. The phone calls with clients, the planning appointments, the constant bitching and being told I was wrong, or the times clients got physical with me, poking their fingers in my chest, or the time one yanked me by my necktie, would be over for good. I have clients today when I do coaching, but they never act like the assholes from Fidelity. If they did, I'd just hang up on the Zoom call. I never experienced stress today. But regardless of the motivations behind it, the path to early retirement is fraught with challenges and obstacles, both external and internal. From the relentless pressure to succeed to the societal expectations of constant productivity and achievement, the journey towards financial independence is not for the faint of heart. And yet, despite the myriad of challenges that stand in their way, many individuals find themselves confronted with perhaps well-meaning but ultimately misguided advice from friends and family and colleagues. "You should relax more," they say. "Life's not all about work," they insist. But what they fail to realize is that their own words are not born out of a concern for your well-being, but rather out of their own insecurities and fears. For those who have chosen the path to early retirement, the road is often long and arduous, fraught with setbacks and disappointments. But it is also a journey filled with moments of triumph and joy as they inch closer towards their goals of financial freedom and independence. In the pursuit of early retirement, it is important to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your vision and support your goals. These are the people who will lift you up when you are down, who will cheer you on when you succeed, and who will remind you of your worth and potential when you falter. But beware the naysayers and skeptics, those who seek to undermine your dreams and diminish your achievements. These are the people who will tell you to slow down, to ease up, to take it easy. But what they fail to understand is that the pursuit of early retirement is not about laziness or complacency. It is about freedom and autonomy, about taking control of your own destiny and shaping your own future. My own managers would tell me I need to slow down and exercise self-care, but I could see right through it. They just wanted me to stop because it exposed how lazy and worthless they were. These managers were the types that took off early and did the bare minimum amount of work to keep their ass employed. The screw it, I'm on salary types. Whenever you hear this advice thrown at you, to ease up and relax, don't work so hard, go out and enjoy life, ask yourself the following. Is there a group of intelligent, interesting people to hang out with that wants to do fun stuff? If the answer is no, which will commonly be the case for most young guys ages 18 to 30, then keep working, because you're not missing out on a goddamn thing. Girls aren't interested in you yet, but they will be when you're 30. Your guy friends are probably losers that just want to watch sports ball or play video games, but you'll have access to better people when you live in a fancier neighborhood. The parties, nightclubs, social gatherings are nowhere near as fun as they look in the movies. They're quite boring gatherings where the rich kids show off and everybody else envies. So next time someone tells you to relax more, to ease up, to take it easy, ask yourself this. Are they where you want to be? Would you trade lives with them? If the answer is no, then discard their advice and keep grinding hard. For in the end, the pursuit of early retirement is not just about escaping the daily grind. It is about creating a life of purpose and meaning, a life fulfilled, and a life worth living.
Thank you for listening to this free sample of the book
Your Parents Were Wrong, Debunking and Replacing Outdated Advice
by Cairo Copeland. Available on Amazon, Audible, and reinventideal.com.